And right back to it. I realized that what we just did would have been my 100th video for this game. And thinking about it now, I kinda wish I did something special for it. So that kind of sucks. Oh shit!
Someone there?
But, you know, what can you do? I'm not gonna go back, you know, and just redo everything. And I guess we got our mutants. Well, let's go to the Shroud Manor. Why can I not sprint?
Huh? What's that?
Oh, I can now. Good. I was getting worried. Is it here? Well, there's a lot of dead bodies here. Wow, look at this. This is like... What? Stop it. You're... But that was really nice. Like, almost one of each, the colors. A diner. Oh, I missed. But... No, we're not gonna go in there now. Maybe after the manor. Alright, good. So in case, yeah, you probably don't remember because I do these things in all kinds of orders. So we, a long time ago, we found a, I guess some stuff in a terminal about a undercover operation for some pre-war gangster, mobster or something, and they sent like a lady police officer undercover. And this guy was a big Silver Shroud fan. So we found the key to the manor and we were gonna check it out. That's the like really short version. And it's Creation Club content, so alright. Let's check out this manor. Kitchen. Another one of those places that barely changed during the war or the post-war experience. You know, it kind of killed it when you're pointing me towards the secret entrance. But I want to check out the rest of the building first. This is kind of nice. do we have upstairs? All the bedrooms. Oh, cool. It's a pool. Oh, damn. Someone likes explosives. Oh, nice. You got money. Huh. This is full of secret entrances. Oh, this is some exit. Guess this was like a little shooting range. A lot of explosives here. Yeah, you just make yourself comfortable. Let me guess. Huh. Looks like every bookcase is a secret entrance. But oh yeah, we've been here. Ooh, a silver dress. A shroud outfit? That sounds unique. Some fancy clothing. More secret entrances? No. And downstairs we have this area that we haven't been yet too. But let me... Where was... Yeah, here. Oh, that's just a bathroom. Alright, what's down here? Damn, this place is big. Oh,
I'm guessing that reminds you of the old days.
okay, let's see what's in the terminal. Messages. 6th December. Or no. Not that. From R. Jameson and Sons Carpentry to L. Trevisani. Subject work. Mr. Trevisani, we are just finishing up the last areas that need touching up, and we'll have completed the work by the end of tomorrow. As you requested, I have kept no official records of the work that we have completed for you, and only my 2 sons and I have any knowledge of the new passages and secret doors. You can rely on us to be discreet. While finishing up the work, we noticed that the flooring is sagging a little in the back right corner of the billiards room. You may want to think about having the floor joists in that area checked out to see if any have rotted. That is something that we can do for you and replace any as needed for a very reasonable price. It has been a real pleasure working on your old Georgian style home, Mr. Trevisani. It's a real beautiful house. R. James. From M to Trevisani. The job is done, boss. They won't be squealing to the fuzz or anyone. We checked their office, and there is no record of them doing any work for you. Turns out the old man was a widower, and the sons were not hitched, so there's no family for us to silence. Damn. These guys are cold. Personal logs. Oof, that's a lot of reading, I guess. It's always been my policy not to use tapes or terminals. It's fine for them for them other goombas, but I don't need to record every stray fart that comes out of my head. But that all changed when I met Candy. I was gonna say Cindy, my very own mistress of mystery. She says I got way too much genius not to write my ideas down. I know she ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but it ain't like she's wrong neither. I built this entire organization from the ground up, using the Silver Shroud as a cover for operations. That was my idea. Protection, smuggling camps, whatever you need, all you gotta do is speak to the Shroud. I got my fingers dipped in every pocket in town, and the mayor and the city council don't have a clue. They think I collect comic books. Fact is, Candy's right. Fucking genius. And after what happened with the Misselli gang, I'd been thinking about what I'm gonna leave behind, my legacy, so to speak. Maybe putting down a fall or two ain't such a bad idea. I've been pissed off for about 2 weeks straight dealing with this fucking carpenter bullshit. The boys think I might be a rat. It might be a rat. Well, if we got a rat in our midst, then I want that buck-toothed, cheese-eating snitch skinned alive. I want this rat beaten so fucking hard that every fucking rat in the city rethinks their occupation. I want rats on so many ventilations. The fucking hospitals, ventilators, the fucking hospitals run out of electricity. I want the homeless fucks eating out of mousetraps complaining about a goddamn rat shortage. I want so many dead fucking rats they do a goddamn save the rats telephone because they're now an endangered fucking species. I want the fucking governor to call a state of fucking emergency because Louis fucking Travisiani killed every stinking rat-faced fuck who ever lived. Jesus, calm down. Shit, I gotta, I gotta calm down. Candy says this stress ain't good for me. She's right about this whole holotape thing though. Letting it out helps. I'm gonna ask Candy to marry me. I've got the ring picked out, silver, just like the shroud. She might not get it, bless her dumb little heart, but when I tell her what it means, she'll flip. Now I know this ain't the best time with all the hot heat, but I don't give a shit. I can invite the chief of fucking police, no, the whole goddamn police department to the wedding if I wanted to. Because at the end of the day, I run this city. I floated the idea of getting married to Candy, but the dame wasn't having it. She says she knows the whole Silver Shroud business is bullshit, so if I want to prove my love to her, I've got to stop keeping secrets and let her in on what I'm really up to. The boys might not like it, but she's right. I'm thinking of bringing her down to the vault and telling her everything before taking a knee. We don't even need a priest or a judge. They both work for me. Why the hell do I need them? All I need is for her to say yes, and she's gonna say yes, at least when I'm done explaining it to her. I'm gonna romance this dame so hard we'll be consummating the marriage halfway through the vows. I told Tony, don't even bother opening the vault up for a week. I don't want to hear nothing about no goddamn carpenters while me and my girl are on our honeymoon. Damn, what a crazy gangster. This is a tight hallway. Oh shit! You can't just spawn in on me like that.
Damn. Now it's just starting to have fun.
Huh. Gone now.
Really?
You point, and I'll shoot. Pretty simple arrangement.
Oh. This will become a workshop then as well. That's cool. What's up here? More reading. I think I'm gonna go clear out the building first before we do reading.
Need to relax.
Oh, hey, Candy. You're talking through the walls? Ooh. Hell yeah, look at all the money. I'm robbing you blind, Candy. You can't do anything about it. I'm gonna be rich. Holy hell. This is really cool.
What?
Oh, damn. Rest in peace. You almost killed me. Oh, I'm bleeding. Shut up. Okay, where do we start now? This is kind of small though. And what happened to... So she was supposed to be the undercover cop. But what happened to the mobster? Maybe it says here. Oh god. Can you not have voice? Oh, I guess we'll be reading. And I bet all of them are gigantic entries. God help me. When I was a kid, I used to pretend I was the Silver Shroud. I had a hat, squirt gun. I called I called it the Silver Sidearm, and a jacket from my uncle's closet that was 3 sizes too big. I'd go out into the schoolyard and tell the bullies their time was up, but it never quite worked out the way I wanted to. Life rarely does. I guess the same could be said for my career as police. I wanted to work myself up to detective, solving murders, putting the bad guys behind bars. Yet here I am, on the other side, working with the very men I swore to put away. On top of that, there's the mansion. Living here surrounded by all this imagery, it feels fucking surreal. That kid in the oversized jacket would have been thrilled to live in this house. The reality, of course, couldn't be more different. But however I got here, I'm still a cop, and I've got a job to do. I managed to get Trevigiani to start using a holotape. My hope is that the fat fuck will make my job easier by incriminating himself. Uh, I've been trying for weeks to get Travis to open up about the business, but he's been reluctant to mention what happened to the carpenter crew. On the other hand, it makes for a good excuse for why I won't sleep with him. If he won't budge, then neither will I. Of course, if he does budge, I might have a problem, but that's why God invented handcuffs. I might have more luck snooping around. I caught one of his goons blabbing to his friend about taking someone for a drive downriver. It's a long shot, but it might be worth mentioning to the Sarge next time I see him. I left a note at the Warren and let my frustrations be known. I've given them the location of the bodies, information on Traosiani's operation, and the existence of his secret vault. But Lieutenant Mitchell is still frustrated that the initial raid turned up nothing, and now he won't so much as scratch his balls unless I have Traosiani confessing to the goddamn Lindbergh kidnapping. Compared to busting jaywalkers and pushing papers, going undercover seemed like a big break. But this is way beyond what I signed up for. I'm starting to question whether the department truly has my back. Either way, I'm gonna have to do something risky if I want out. Trevisan is dead. The irony is he was willing to tell me everything, but only after everything else. When I asked him flat out if he murdered those carpenters, he got rough. I got rougher. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get out of this. There's a guard at the door at all times, so I can't get out. But I can't stay in either, because at some point I'm gonna run out of food, and his men are gonna get suspicious. It's hard to process just what happened last week. Even though it's on the monitors, I still can't believe it's real. Inside the house, everyone's dropping like flies. Trevisan's gang, the help, everybody. Bless those carpenters. I don't know what materials they use to build these walls, but somehow it's keeping me alive. Pretty soon I'll be the only one left, which means I finally have a way out. But into what world? I don't even know. And the way my skin's looking, I'm not sure I'll live long enough to see it. It's been 30 years since I've picked up this holotape. I'm not sure how much space is even left on this thing. First thing I did when I got out was head to the station. Dead or not, I was gonna check in the evidence on Trevisan, close the case, and maybe have a drink with Sergeant Callahan's corpse. I showed up in full uniform, with a badge and a baton and everything, but no one was there. Then I opened up the sergeant's terminal. Big mistake. It turns out they didn't give a shit about my safety. They left me in this house of horrors to get raped, killed, who knows what. Guess I should be thanking them. If they pulled me out, I would have been blown to bits along with the rest of the world. But it still doesn't make it right. So I tossed my baton in a box and burned my uniform. From that day on, I was done being police. 100 years since the bombs dropped, and I'm still alive. In fact, I've turned into quite a successful mob boss. Living in this house, I was only natural to use the resources it provided. It took the connections Trevisan built through his fake comic book business and found some were still alive and kicking. Together we rebuilt the organization the same way he did, from small-time protection rackets to smuggling camps and deals with the mayor. Of course, in that world I'm Candy, the old boss's main squeeze. Not that it's a lie, I've spent more time as Trevisan's so-called mistress of mystery than I ever did as a cop. But these days I'm starting to feel nostalgic. If I'm still alive, I'm beginning to wonder who else survived. Case in point, the other day on the monitors I saw someone that looked like Sergeant Callahan. The boys might think I'm crazy, but he had on that same cheap tan suit he always wore, with a ticket in his breast pocket. It was for the Warren Theater. After the war, the thing you tell survivors is to head back to old haunts. If you meet your friends at a bar on Saturdays, go back to the same bar and see if your pals show up. If Callahan is out there, maybe he stops by the Warren every now and then for a drink. Maybe that ticket is his way of identifying himself to an old friend. If only he knew. A century is a long time to hold a grudge. But time was never a concern for him. Why should it be for me? All in all, it's quite a sad story. They sent her undercover with a mob boss and just gave up, I guess. And she had to deal with all of that crap. There's more reading. Oh my god. This is like, oh, so much reading. This is from Alfonso Vancini to Tony Sueza. I'm not pronouncing any of these names correctly. It's been a week now since the attempt on the boss, and everyone is still nervous about how the hell someone just walked in here and sprayed the joint with bullets. We were lucky that the boss only took a slug in the arm. We could have lost him. It's got to be the Michelli gang behind it. Old man Michelli still blames the boss for the cops blowing away his son on that bank job that he and the boss pulled. The boss is still as jumpy as hell. Pulled his gun and started shooting up the room when someone slammed the door. He's talking about making some bolt holes in the house, places where he can make a quick exit to when things go to hell. He sent Marco out to find someone to do the building work. Just stay on your toes. There could be another attempt. The cops are here and they are searching the joint, so stay put down there. The boys and I made it into the attic just in time. And the boss made it into his office with Vinny and Marco. That was real smart of the boss to make these secret passages. He says we all stay put. Don't make any noise, and we should use the terminals to talk to each other. Those dumb cops don't have a clue that we're all standing here inside the walls. I heard them talking about looking for some kind of evidence that those carpenters were here. I was trying to listen for more when Jimmy started coughing. The dumb palooka almost gave the game away to the coppers standing nearby. I had to put a gun to his head to shut him up. Heads are gonna roll for this. Who the hell tipped the cops about the carpenters? The boss is still mad as hell. He wants to know who tipped off the police about the carpenters. Says that he's sure it's one of the boys and that he's going to find the rat who did it. I don't think it was one of us. I've been watching the boss's new squeeze, Candy, since she came on the scene, and something about that broad doesn't add up. She plays the dumb dame, but I don't think she's as dumb as she looks. Maybe she tipped off the police. Hell, maybe she's even a cop herself. But I ain't stupid enough to tell the boss what I think. He is dizzy for a dame, and with gams like that, who can blame him? But no broad is worth the risk, so I'll be watching her every move. Tonight Candy went to one of her gigs over at the Warren. Since the boss has no taste for it, I decided to follow her and take in a show. Figured it was good for a laugh, if nothing else. Funny thing is, she never went up on stage. The dame just stayed in the back powdering her face. Listen to me, Tony. You know I got a good read on shit like this, and something wasn't right about the whole thing. Things are heating up over those missing carpenters. It's now all over the news that the cops sent divers into the river and found the van with the bodies. There is no way that they could have known to look there unless one of our own snitched. I know he ain't here now, but the boss told me to tell you to put the screws on those men you got working down there. Tell them straight out that if they don't keep their traps shut, their families will be bumped off. Maybe give them some hush money for the security. Speaking of which, is it true that the boss went into the vault with Candy to propose, and they ain't coming out for a week? This ain't the time or place for a goddamn wedding, let alone a honeymoon. But at least if she's locked in there, she can't do any more harm. Honestly, we've had nothing but trouble since that broad arrived. And I'm done reading. My mouth is tired and I'm missing most of the text anyway. So, let's just finish this thing. Now we have a new home, I guess. I think I'll go check this out as well and see what that is about.